Liz Ferris hanging out right off the bat. Say hi to Liz. The best of fests. Oh yes. Don't test. Don't mess. All the doors are open. Good evening. How's it going? Time for the graduation, I guess, of what you're celebrating. I am not sure. So hey y'all, welcome. Hi, how's it going? Let's show our abject fear of like any kind of criticism.
Look at them.
Oh wow, they've got them all on deck all at the same time. Wow, wow. No, this is gonna get close. Hey y'all. So just wanted to see, and so this kid is a teenager.
This one right here.
This
That's closing the window.
yeah, exactly. This kid right here
We need to
is
call
like,
them.
this is an 18-year-old at the oldest. I saw him last time we were here. That just freaks me out. You can leave this cult. You should leave. Try to leave with what's left of your youth. Don't let them take it all from you. There's a large and very impressive and beautiful world out here. That does not include Scientology. Please don't let them take what's left of what you have, of your youth. And almost there. All right, one last one. Leave this cult. And okay, I'm not sure how fast that was, but I mean, they were really trying.
There's Kyle. What's up, Kyle? Your brother misses you. Call your family.
Oh wow, yeah, you fake ass cowboy.
Town. Mayor's crazy town, Stacy.
Yeah,
Going
disgusting.
He was 17-year-olds. Child auditing is abuse.
Child auditing is abuse. Do not subject these kids to
How
Scientology
is a
auditing.
child abuser?
Child trafficking cult. All right. So, hey y'all. Hope you're well. Let's see. Let's see everybody. Let's see who we got here. Liz Ferris, as I said. Sally Boyer, wonderful. Annabelle, hello. It's haha. Ken, yeah, very quick. Holly Lewis, great to see you. Shade-tology. I mean, we're gonna throw some shade-tology their way too. I believe that's how this is gonna go today. Yeah, the whole gang is here. They're hanging out. It's time for gravitation. It's on like it never was. They're gonna do the do da da da. So let's see. Roberta Curry. I'm obsessed. It's at SPTV, as am I. Okay. Hello. Hello there. Mycology? Oh right. So oh thank you. Can we do a little checkaroo? Is that coming in? I can see it reading on the device that's meant to receive and throw it into the phone. Are you hearing the tip-top tiny tamers? Tappa, tappa, tappa. Oh no. Well, let's try this whole thing again. Hey Saul, Killer Live. 2, 3. So, yeah, I think it's trying to connect right now. It's trying to do its thing. So, yeah. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, right on. Yeah, it's trying to do its thing. I don't know. It's all hung up. But oh, North Texas Angel, what's up?
Get in your cult with your weird Tom Cruise outfit.
Oh wow, what a faker. Okay. So, yeah, you can hear me? Test. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear me. Yeah, so how's it working at the child trafficking cult today? So you can leave this organization. Yeah, yeah.
Somebody left their literature out.
Oh no. What do we have? May I have a copy? No, just una más. Okay. Good news, everybody. Look at that. Austin Org. You are working at a child trafficking ring. Leave this cult with what's left of your dignity and your youth. Yeah. It's being all functified. Test.
Coffin Dodger flap. Child trafficker flap.
Testing one.
You need a whole ass brain assist.
Right. Child traffickers! Just to get that in there. Awesome, Liz. So glad you're here. But yes, the news that they've put out, it's so glossy. I think we might do a deep dive into all this. Too much to handle, too cold to hold. You call the Scientologists and they fall on their face. Who are you going to call? Not Scientologists to fix anything in your life. So, hey, Dusty Soda, Clearwater, Jilbo! Yes, audio is great. Now it's going out when you touch it. Okay, cool. I think it just needed a reconnect, and I think that's what we got. Good evening. Hope you're well. Okay, so let's get on to the very basics of Choctology here, as we love it, as we know it, as it was, as it shall be, in the beginning, as it was ever. Let's see. Again, so all right, I'm gonna do these. Don't want to touch their stuff, and I guess.
When you were walking up here and I said there's Kyle and I yelled his name and he turned, did you catch that?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't think I did. I was trying. As soon as I heard the name, I tried to get up in there.
Get your cult, bro. Get your cult.
You are going into a child trafficking cult.
Here comes another staff member.
You are choosing to knowingly work for a child trafficking ring. That is now your legacy. You can change that. You can change your life for the better and actually help people rather than take their money and take their time for a meaningless philosophy that fell on its face a long time ago. Leave this child trafficking ring with what's left of your dignity. Child traffickers. Going into a child trafficking cult. No respect should be afforded to you right now unless you change. For the harm that you are doing right now, no respect. Well, at least not the basics, you know, like me being nice. I'm not going to be nice. I mean, I'll treat them like human beings and I won't hurt them. I don't want to hurt physically anybody. But I do want to do a disservice to their dumb ideas as much as I can. So that's my rap. I say it all the time. I'll say it again. Good to see so many y'all kicking butt out there in the SPTV land, or whatever you may call yourself.
Child auditing is child abuse.
Yeah, absolutely. Child auditing is child abuse, sir. Absolutely. Psychologically, legally, medically, ethically, morally, all those things. Man, they are parading a large number of children in here that we have not seen before. Okay. The level of, I mean, we saw 6 kids just go in there, another 2, and then that one. So, I mean, I haven't been counting before. I don't have a ticker, but I think that's an increase. And it's the last thing that I want to see here. It's absolutely the last thing I want to see. I mean, it's working, but like, geez, for those kids, not fast enough. Not nearly fast enough. So, hey y'all. Choc Fu is strong. Yes, there's always stronger Choc Fu. I mean, I would like to see like a real street artist that can blend these things and do like kind of like do a Xenu out front, like in the South Park style. Leah was really great with the SPTV logo in front of Clearwater. I think she definitely, I look up to that level of Choctology. Yeah. Awesome. Great chat. You guys are the best. I don't know. You know, feeling all right. Want to do the work today. Want to do it. So, yeah, we're having fun. Oh, Lord. So, I mean, you know you have nothing to celebrate in a graduation, right? Graduating from a level of a cult for a failing child trafficking cult. Disgusting child traffickers.
Word clear that.
Disgusting child traffickers.
I like the colors.
Thank you very much. Trying to go high contrast. Oh, yeah. So, right, we've been seeing a lot of very good streams, I think, this week. Again, I've, not the most active week. I was finding it harder to recover, but definitely enjoying a lot of the material coming out. As I said before, increasingly unnerved by the divisions in my own dealings, and in the community that are growing. And I think it's a natural progression of things with movements like this, is when the consequences kind of stack up and our actions seemingly are more consequential, and so we're attributing more and more weight to things, and things get really serious. And I mean, the divisions that I see out there, I mean, some of them are, I guess, insoluble, and it's up to each person to regulate their social circle. But also, there's a level of it that is exactly what OSA wants. It's exactly what they want. So, there's also a point in movements like this where after a period of growth and after a period of division, there can be a coming together on the basis of restated mutual goals. And it's like, that can happen and that can't happen. It's, I'm not sure. And I wouldn't force the issue or like dictate it to any single individual other than, myself. But I'm very much disturbed by that. Good evening. Hope you're well. Hey, how's it going? So.
Get back in your cult.
Oh, hi. So in and out of the cult?
Yeah, we call that door ramming.
Are we,
Oh, now the door's open.
Oh, I'm getting a nice little breeze from the child traffickers in this disgusting cult of meaningless pseudo-philosophy and pseudo-intellectualism. Not that any of these ideas could be properly tested or that you'd ever submit yourself to proper scientific testing. Not that I could depend on any of you for any amount of intellectual rigor. So, let's see, chalk expert. Let's see, that lady that just went in, white shirts and shorts, interviewed me about homelessness in Austin? Wow. Okay, well, that makes sense. They're trying to make these kinds of inroads with concerned people and present themselves as also concerned, when it is that they, in actual fact, manipulate the homeless into doing some of their stupid, dirty deeds, not just here, but in very many other locations. So that sounds about normal for them. That's not cool, but not entirely surprising. So keep coming up to close the door all the way. Yeah, it's been broken since the first day. So I don't know if y'all remember. It was wonderful. So Danny, when he was here on the first day of operation with Pearl Snappy over here, right? So yeah, Danny ventures up to the door in this live stream. You could go back and see it. Ventures up to this door, and there's a guy on the stepladder. I believe it's the Mr. Clean looking dude who's still hanging around here. And he's trying to fix the door opening sprung loaded arm mechanism and hit the box of it, or at least the bottom post that screws the arm up in there, with a rubber mallet. It's still one of the funniest things I've ever freaking seen. I mean, I love that level of maintenance failure, especially when Scientology is trying to be serious and fix we're finally going to fix their door. They can clear the planet, but they can't fix a door. So, please. Looks like a hall. All right. Good evening. Ooh, major breakage right off the bat. This one is bright, and as such is I'm sorry. I didn't get it. I didn't get the shot. I missed the shot with clapping Kyle, guys.
Well, then you probably missed Stacy and Jim flipping us off too.
Oh no!
No,
That-
you're good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Grab some chalk. What do you want to do?
Oh, I see. So you're spending your golden years in a child trafficking cult. You can leave at any time. It is your choice to stay. It can be your choice to leave. Don't give the rest of your life to these people. So we're having a very good interaction with a concerned citizen over here. Pearl Snappy is. We've been having more of these. More people stopping. Kind of more in-depth interactions. Longer lasting. More inquisitive. So very much appreciate beautiful talking and being there. Makes a huge difference. Thanks, I Eat Candy. Thanks, Heather. Heather in the library. Great to see you. Magnus! It's been a long time since we rock and rolled, or at least since I've seen you. Great to see you around here. See you all over the place. It's wonderful. All these people that support so many channels. It's the best. Keeps this all going. Man, DOA's unboxing. Holy smokes! He was telling me about all of the stuff, all of the supplies for the community. It's so wonderful. I think it's in like the best spirit of all of this kind of work that he's operating. Honestly, just the attitude. You know, I've done nonprofit work and been with, you know, the Food Not Bombs folks and lived with Food Not Bombs folks, and I totally dig it. It's the real deal. As far as what I've seen, the people that I know that care about this kind of stuff and act in that way, that's what it is. And freaking hats off. Hats off. There's really so much to appreciate about all of that, about what he's doing, about what Jay's doing, putting together these care packages and showing the pure compassion to people that they're not treated as humans. Maybe not regarded as a human being for weeks or months, some of them. And that's also Becky, for reals. It's the best. So, hey, Chris Connor, great to see you. Liverpool. Liverpool's so fun. Damn. I played some shows in Liverpool. That is a fun town.
Get your cult!
So, earplugs will not protect you from your guilt in being in a child trafficking ring. So, it's just, you know, freaking, you know, I don't care out there, you know, the way he held space, and that's all gonna, you know, do something, I guess. Freaking Matthew the King is rocking super duper. It was great to meet him out there, and it's just going onward and upward. I mean, there's some kinks in the armor and some stuff to work out, but generally, like, I'm seeing growth. Yeah, like the divisions are what disturb me, and with myself, it's I'm not trying to point out. I'm pointing out myself and just want to freaking get better at handling myself and having better relations with more people. So yeah, just seeing the Chicago crew meet Joe Cool showing up on the scene, and I think that's going to be a positive force for Chicago. That is somebody that's willing to really put in the work and knows Chicago very, very well, and is going to be able to help with the police side of things immensely, and also to alley-oop the message of the protest to the wider Chicago community and nationally. I mean, it's a fucking pretty big channel. Devil with the green dress. That's the lady with the polka dot dress, just like RFK. Nah, we'll see. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Looking at my butt. Let's see. I hope when you get to LA, we can all help build a bigger watch audience as you have a great word, insight, and spread. And I mean, when that happens, I hope also to, work with others to support all of the West Coast communities and, do.
Get your cult!
Did you just vape into a cult? That's gross. So we're going to graduation at the child trafficking cult. Shame on you. Shame on all of you child traffickers. Kids cannot consent to auditing. Auditing of children is child abuse. It sure is, guys and gals, and however it is that you identify. It's all a wonderful tapestry of the human condition. I don't know if there are any transhumanists here, or, on the other side of the matrix, but I don't know. I'm a fan of Ray Kurzweil sometimes. I like the synthesizers. That's more like longevity stuff. Mixing metaphors now. All right. Whoa. I'm interested. Another name for what?
Ankle curtains.
Ankle girdles?
Curtains.
What the?
The lady in the green dress.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Did you see her little ankle socks? They had the little frill on them. I call those ankle curtains.
Oh, the little bob?
Yeah, not the ball, but like the whole all the way around.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You've got like a doily around your ankle.
It's like an ankle doily or an ankle curtain.
Ankle doily. I mean, but that sounds dirtier. There are other dirty curtains.
It does, because it kind of sounds like we might have some sort of...
Good evening. Bingo. Oh, we riffing now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
We live in Michigan, we're not paying to have all the salt on the roads. Are you new? And every year I'd be like, clearly I am Bobby stop. I thought that was just about the lip. Was the Bobby stop also the ankle curtain? Oh, you're fine. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good. You can walk right over it, please. Absolutely. It's meant to be walked on. It's totally temporary. All right, y'all. People are afraid to walk on the beauty. Parodytology. Right on. So, hey, y'all. Is this still working? You hearing the tap? You hearing me when I go over there? You are attending an event at a child trafficking cult, I'm sure you know. I know very many motorcyclists who would be embarrassed to be seen with you because of what you do and who you protect. Child auditing is child abuse. If you have been involved on either side of the cans with minors, you've been involved in child abuse and should be prosecuted as such. And when the federal investigations wrap up on Scientology, you're going to be left holding the bag. David Miscavige will not protect you, but you can leave now. Save what's left of your dignity. Leave this child trafficking cult. There are foundations that can help. Call the SPTV Foundation at 727-266-5797. Again, 727-266-5797. Get some help to get out of this disgusting human trafficking ring. Save what's left of your dignity and self-respect in your time on this earth. This is now your legacy, living and working for a child trafficking ring. But that can change. Only you can change that. Don't give up on yourself. Don't let them take everything from you. It's fucking... It's sometimes heartbreaking. I mean, yeah, they're an adult, they're doing harm, and it's a waste of humanity. It's a waste of a life that I'm seeing there. You know, all these people going in here wasting their lives. Where maybe some of them were well-meaning. They wanted to help people or help themselves, better themselves for the sake of I don't know what. Maybe none of that was true for some of them. You know, I don't know. I know they could be doing better than this. I mean, that's no tall order. It's just ridiculous. Seeing just this constant, and I mean, as you can see, like prolonged human misery, to not act in your life, for all of these people to have the spinal health that they have, for all of them to have this drawn, wan, wasted, lack of emotion, affect. It's just awful. After a time, you get full of it, and I don't know. I guess it's been making me angry, just seeing it. It's also the arrogance, the extreme arrogance in the face of what they're doing and how much they can prove. Hey, Love is Love. Freaking thank you for jumping in. Love is Love. Congratulations for protesting in Utah. That can't be easy. That cannot be easy. Good evening.
What's the plan here? I'm totally supportive. Couldn't care less about Scientology. I'm just curious what's your goal here.
The goal here is to inform the community as to the very real and present danger that Scientology presents to especially the youth of this community, especially with UT right across the street. They're going for young, impressionable minds. They're going for the heartbroken, the lost, the seekers for meaning. And like so many of these cults, they do exactly the same thing. They provide you all of the answers for these things. They identify, first off, like what they say is broken with you and say they're the only people that can fix it, and then they sign you up for classes and books ad nauseum, ad infinitum.
So is the chalk, and is that helping? Is like the streaming helping?
Yes. So
I'm supportive. I'm not trying to knock.
No. Of course, good questions. Absolutely. No, not offended at all. Please. Yes, absolutely. The chalk is helping. It gets people's attention, starts conversations like this, so we can have more in-depth interactions with people in the community, inform them as to what's going on. And so it's attention-getting. Also, they hate it. They absolutely despise it. They've tried to have us arrested several times for it. They come out here and power wash it, right? And they've power washed us while doing so. And committing crimes. We've been assaulted by them multiple times. They've swatted us. We've had the long guns out here for us. We've had 3 ladder and 3 pump trucks out here for a fake fire call, right? So 2 weapons calls did they do on us. They did a shots fired and a person with a weapon. And so they came out here with like a tactical spotter, 6 cars, long guns.
Dang.
Special weapons and tactics.
I get the message. They don't like it.
No.
So what are you doing that's pissing them off so badly? I'm all supporting you pissing them off, other than calling.
Well, we're trying to expose their illegal practices and their destructive practices, and also let people know that as a philosophy, it's a bunch of hokum. There isn't anything to it, and I mean, at the outset, Dianetics, which was published in 1950, L. Ron Hubbard, is just a hodgepodge of self-help gobbledygook from the first half of the 20th century, and a bad interpretation thereof, and bad interpretations of like psychological techniques. Actually, the psychiatric and psychological community kind of, they diagnosed him from afar and criticized him. And at that point, he went to war with all psychology and psychiatry. And Scientology does a lot to try to denigrate individual psychiatrists, their practices, psychologists. They think it's all brainwashing, it's all destructive. They tell their members that if they come out and go to like a regular school, they're just gonna pump you all full of the psychiatric medication. It's a bunch of scare tactics. I mean, I've criticism of, psychiatric practice, especially historically.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, indeed.
Still, when you're trying to say my way or the highway, that's where it's going.
That's
well, right.
Culty. We're the only ones you can trust.
Totally.
Yeah, she's got some knowledge about cults more than I do.
Oh, right on. Like what kind? What do you mean?
Oh, I was in a cult when I was a teenager.
Oh.
So from like 16 to 19.
Oh, right.
So,
do you mind me asking what cult?
It was a Hebrew Ritz cult.
Okay.
So it's associated like out of North Carolina. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that an individual?
I mean, it's all over the world, the specific organization, but it's kind of just like a fringy movement.
Okay.
So, super culty.
You say Hebrew Ritz?
Yeah, Hebrew Roots.
Roots.
Yeah.
Like plant roots.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like the Hebrew Roots of the Christian faith, essentially. family.
Oh, I see.
So.
All right. So a lot of Old Testament focus. And so that's all the the hardcore law giving and the a lot more, that God's pretty vengeful, a lot of fire and brimstone. So was it at all militant?
I think I got out of it before it got to that point.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Do they have plans for the United States?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah, right. I mean, a lot of these cults do. They want to reform it in their own image, and the Scientology wants to. They say they want to clear the planet, and so they're not doing very well at it. We try to remind them of that. The people that go in here try to remind them, look, and especially the older ones, because back in the day, around an org like this, there would be 10 or 15 Scientologists out here at any given time, and recruiting up and down the street. And you wouldn't be able, if we were out here, there would be multiple Scientologists up in our face the whole time. And they don't have the numbers anymore. I protested like this in Los Angeles at their international headquarters, don't have the numbers there anymore. Most of these organizations are ghost towns, and they're just desperately doing whatever they can to hold on to what they have, which is this real estate. So they're a nonprofit religious organization, and so as such, to keep your tax-exempt status, you have to prove to the federal government that a certain percentage of your donations are going either to religious services or charitable works. You have to show that you're doing a positive good for the tax exemption that you're getting for the community. That's the quid pro quo. And since they don't have very many of either religious services or charitable works, they park it in buildings. They buy buildings like this all over the world. They've been doing this, multi-million-dollar buildings, and park it in real estate holdings. And so they're a cash poor organization, but they're asset rich. And so when called upon, they can maybe liquidate some of these things, borrow against their assets, and get the most expensive legal team to crush any of us, which is what they generally do. Once these movements, it's been every decade, kind of perennially, one of these gets to about this point. There's in the late 90s and in the late aughts, 2008, 2009, there was Anonymous, and then there's this one. So, and each one gets to a certain point, and they take out the big guns and try to go for us. This time they've been trying to swat us. So
you have good success. I hope that you can keep people away from this.
That's what we're trying to do. And actually, we've found some of their management records, and they're not doing any business here because of what we're doing. And they hate it. They absolutely hate it. And they're all on punishment from back office, from back in LA. They've been,
That sounds like good marks of success. So
pretty much.
Are you affiliated with a church or anything? Or?
No, absolutely not.
No offense, I'm just curious.
No, indeed.
So,
No offense at all. No, I'm just, no, I'm not.
Totally understand.
Yeah. Because I think the ineffable is ineffable, and I'd rather be the intermediary between the ineffable and myself, like the ultimate nature of the universe, and what runs it and what's it's comprised of. Yeah.
Well, good luck with your fight against them. I totally support fighting against all this stuff.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Indeed.
For chatting with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully they'll lose their tax-exempt status as well, as they're not really a religion.
Yeah.
So I think the religious would be particularly, horrified that they enjoy the same status and do nothing. That was great. Well, he's just trying to copy Aleister Crowley. He's trying to bag on Crowley. It's like occult clout chasing.
Oh my God, did you see what that sign said?
Oh no, they're open. Correct. As soon as we show up within 2 minutes. No, well. Oh, really? Yeah.
On TikTok, there's this guy who's been outside, telling them off pretty much.
Yeah, you DOA? Yeah. No, we've been hanging with DOA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Absolutely. I've been to LA twice. She went with me the second time, and no. We're protest bros, seemingly.
Yeah, that's dope.
That guy's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's holding it down on like another level, like feeding the homeless, like all of this stuff, like just barbecuing for everybody. And now they're like doing care packages for the homeless with like basic essentials to survive on the street. They're just doing community outreach like they're like a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter, and doing the Scientology protest. The guy's got a heart as big as a whale. Yeah, DOA's the best. Yeah. So yeah, no, we're here trying to, shut down their business, and effectively we have. Like you see, they close the blinds. Like almost nobody goes in and out of this place. Yeah, I mean they're not making enough money to like keep the lights on. So yeah, and like Pearl Snappy here has been holding it down for a long time, and is basically the reason why a lot of us protesters hit the street. Because this org opened at the end of February, and she was here for that event. The leader of this cult was here, David Miscavige, and so all of their highest level security people were here. And yeah, it's like it's where they make all their money from their big money donors, and so they were trying to protect it, like the golden goose. And Pearl Snappy ruined it. They had to take an extra month to re-edit the audio because she yelled so loud over the speech. It's the best thing ever. So y'all thank you for your time and attention. See you around. Be good. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, y'all. That was cool. Drive by self. Hey guys. Albert 420 wax. Let's see, Albert. Keep up the good work. You are awesome. Made it to your live stream. I'm almost making it. Hey, hello, channel. Yeah, right on. Albert 420 wax. Crazy. Let's see. Wicked. All right, y'all. Yeah, I hope y'all are well too. I hope everything is tickety-boo in your lives. And, the end of a week, end of another work week, or maybe not. I don't know. I was a theatrical professional, and so I'd just be kind of starting the hardest part of my week tonight, or doing gigs or whatever. But yeah, it's a big bad world out there. It's getting rougher. It's harder to make it go. Hope that any all that can't be out on the street can find some kind of solace. And if you're spending your extra time and you're like working full time or more, or like working at all, or taking care of your family, you're putting in the work, and you're sitting here with us and maybe giving some money and stuff like that. It's just freaking amazing. It's the lifeblood of this damn thing. Like, we'd be out here, right? But we'd be far less safe, and we'd be far less able to stay out here, really. So thanks a lot, y'all. Just your presence is the best. Dude, fly just tried to go right into my eyeball. So yeah, they know who DOA is. Not surprising. I don't know words to fully express how freaking awesome this kid is in my estimation. It's the sheer daring do of the whole thing. Learning while doing. But, coming to LA pretty damn experienced, and kicking off, or at least adding a whole lot of fuel to a fire that streets may have lit, seemingly. I can be re-educated on all of this. I've got like a fan's awareness of this stuff. So, but yeah, just amazing. Like, so many people would have walked off the field, and he's just like playing smarter, playing a broader game, changing up, And so that, they have to change, and they can't adapt as quick as somebody that thinks like that. They won't ever be able to be. So, I mean, with all their resources and everything, they won't be able to do it. Well, they haven't, at least. I mean, maybe, it's not impossible, I guess. It's just not likely. All right, y'all. So. Yeah, I dig putting that up at Big Blue. Seems to have an effect. They seem to hate it. It does exactly the same thing. It's a conversation starter. It's a huge banner for a simple message, simple protest message, and kind of striking at the heart of the thing. That's why those protests are so effective. It's their ideological center. It's where they try to do their fundraising. Like, a bunch of people are still there. I think this morning, if like MD Media put up like a 20-minute clip of a live stream he was doing, and it looked like he was concentrating on this kid that was being shuttled into this car who looked super beat red, like they had just done the purification rundown. And I'm pretty sure he pictured Nancy Cartwright shepherding this kid into her car. It looked like Nancy Cartwright to me. But, I could be wrong, but it looked like Nancy Cartwright. He just kind of rando got her. You're going into a child trafficking cult.
Now you got SP chalk inside, you idiot.
Thank you. It's amazing how they shuffle through the chalk as if I'd be offended at all. I mean, seriously, do a soft shoe on the stuff. It makes you look like such a fool. Please. Do a whole song and dance. I would love it. Go all Gregory Hines on that stuff. And I will be impressed. I will be giving out medals for that.
No, well, you were not at the place that I had to walk through. And then they're like, oh, a minute. I think the weather might be.
Feels like it.
It's also been reported to be in chat, so I assume that those people say it's been updated.
Right on. So hey y'all. Let's see. Yeah, it's like a dance. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's freaking this 9-day permit because, like, they just they're going to try to block it off for all of June. They're getting desperate because the protests at Big Blue are getting really effective. And so you bring out Sean, you bring out a bunch of people. Good evening. How you doing?
So what are y'all doing today?
We are protesting Scientology.
What happened?
They are a human trafficking ring that destroys human lives, and we're trying to alert the community as to the danger. The message that you're standing on is it's a child trafficking cult. This is a child trafficking ring.
Are they opening them?
They should be, although they have their doors closed. But I would not give them your real name because they won't ever leave you alone. This is a brave person. Leslie, did you just see that? Sorry.
I saw that he wanted to go in, but I don't know what. I don't see what else.
Do you recognize this person?
No.
What did they say?
No, I just want to say hi to a friend.
All right. Oh dear. So, going to say hi to a friend. That's unnerving. That's unnerving. It's a bamboo walking stick. That would be a pretty good striking implement. I have to say.
Sorry, I didn't mean to walk in the camera.
Oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
So yeah.
Got the Tom Cruise outfit with
Yeah, so go ahead, block out your ears to your crimes being in a child trafficking cult. Okay. Nope. Yeah.
Going around back?
Yep. All right, y'all. It's a child trafficking cult. I might come back for more. Excuse the belch. Here we go. So let's see what's going on back here. Today. Hey, Carrie. Oh, wicked. Yeah, seemingly it's know a lot of people here. Cul-de-sac. Absolutely. Thank you very much for saying that. Yeah, he said he wanted to say hi to a friend. That was unnerving, and if he actually is friendly with the people in Scientology, then I'd say, oh no, we're marked for construction. Okay. So Scientology has obviously ordered a bunch of work to be done. So we're going to have sanitation workers. This might, these lines should be indicating lines going to the building. And so boom, 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 right there. And, the width and breadth of the thing, all the access points. And let's see. These markings exist for, is it for the whole alley? Are they just doing it? Or it's just up to here? Okay. But back alley's going to be interrupted, almost certainly, by some amount of construction work. Okay, y'all. Welcome to the alley. It's gross. It's not as hot as it usually is. But it's not nearly as fetid and disgusting. It's not like many barbecues since past. So what exactly is this graduation crap they're coming to? Like graduation from intro to being scammed? Pretty much. like course completion, that kind of stuff. So, you know, you get your certificate, you know, everybody, you know, does the kind of unison seal clapping like you will in a high control group, and maybe some love bombing. You know, you can re-imprint upon people the core messages in these kind of vulnerable and open states. Yeah, that kind of thing. Pretty gross, pretty basic. Yeah, good job. We got scammed again. You got it. You got the idea. Yes, we did it. We're total nonces. You know, we can't be trusted with our own wallets. Anybody could take us down. Cause if we build this cult together, scamming punks forever, nothing's gonna stop us culting. And there goes my monetization. Screw you, Starship, or whoever owns the publishing. I mean, not even Jefferson Starship, just regular old Starship. Yeah, I'm going to try going backwards this time. And if the world runs out of rubes, we'll still have YouTubes. Oh, so we're leaving the child trafficking cult with our certificates of completion, eh? Oh, run away. I guess you could clear the planet, but you can't hear opposing ideas. Pretty ridiculous, guys. Here we go. Hurrah! Let's have a jaunty little exercise. I wore my shorts today. Yes. I think I'm going to have to tighten up my laces. So, I think I'm going to have to put the mic the other way as well. Oh, wow. It's like I have feet or something. So you guys are aware that child auditing is child abuse, right? Kids can't consent. Kids cannot consent, right? Perhaps you were the subject of child auditing, right? It's child abuse. Child auditing is child abuse. And if you are part of engaging in it or protecting it, you are assisting child abuse. This is a very serious crime. And when the federal government catches up with your stupid cult, you're going to be left holding the bag if you have any involvement in child auditing or the covering thereof of. Leave this child trafficking cult. Okay. We have an interested party. I'm not sure to what degree. This is a person who's filming, who has iPods in, has like a military kind of affect. Oh, I see you're running away from the child trafficking cult. That doesn't make you any less culpable for what you do, you coward. So this dude. Sorry, guys. This dude. He was looking real slow, filming. I don't know. He could just be a guy with a phone and earbuds. But it seems like there's some extra characters on the street today, like a fair amount of them. And so, let's see. Sorry that I did not arrange this. They walked away fast and count outrun the truth indeed. anybody in chat who wants to volunteer to, if you have like a computer with multiple tabs, so the ability to have multiple tabs open, if you could, anybody want to jostle back and forth between me and Pearl Snappy, it would, for safety, just in case she's encountered. Fridays are usually fraught. Shit usually goes down. They have more to protect, or they think they do. Got her on TV, thanks. But there's a bit of a delay last me. That's perfectly all right. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. I didn't see everybody. So let's see. Chat viewing options. Yeah, I guess if I used another carry FYI again. Hip hip. Ah, screw it. Yeah, clapping Kyle. Wow. Yeah, they are. They are turning into the speedy walkers of speedy walking. So I'm trying to figure out how to get myself in good position. I guess I won't take my bag off just yet so that I can just pick up the stand and go. That'll be my mode. And I'll be checking behind me, basically, to see if they go and trying to hup to. Ugh. I guess I'll write the T lower. This feels like I'm going to pull my back out. All right. Fly, go away. That was funny. All right. Okay, y'all. I don't see any, trying to check for the vests. I don't see them usually. Toronto's next top model citizen. Indeed. Right on. We're going to need some more of those. Seems like, there's going to be some change in how things are run up there. It looks kind of spooky. I'm not sure what to make of it, but maybe somebody more Canadian could tell me what's up. Because looks like change's gonna come, and not for the better. I mean, not that neoliberalism is super awesome, but whoa. All right. Oh wow, I'm not picturing myself down here, am I? Okay. There you go. A little lull in the action. A little lull in the toe. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm trying to figure out ways to repair my own relationships around the place and be more active. Car theft thing really threw me for a loop, and stress kind of maxed out, and I was not terribly pleased with myself. Oh, thanks. And looking to do better, serve more people. Kate, what's up? That looks like graduators. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Shift. I'm not juking enough. Juke. No. I don't think I did miss anybody. Those are folks going to the Baptist church. So I'm just, I feel like my performance on catching these interactions the past couple of times has been poor. So, not that it's the primary mode or exactly everything that we're trying to do, but it's part of what I call a successful Austin org protest is keeping the pressure on the personnel, because they seem to have to be kind of moving the players around a little bit, and it ain't working. They're having to spend a lot of resources on this org just to keep up appearances, and as much as we're here and giving them heck, is the more of all of that they're going to have to expend. So I'm happy to do it. Proud to be a part of this number. So let's try to, every line I do, look up, do a line, not those kind, not my favorite. And look up, and do another chalky chalk. And another chalky chalk. Thank you, everybody here. And, you know, if you're hanging out with the other channels and you're chatting it up, you're protecting our butts. And you're part of this thing. You know, everybody chooses their level of involvement. And sometimes the situations kind of dictate what that can be. I think that's true for a lot of people. For me, you know, not married, I don't have kids, and I can give them my time here. I mean, I'm burning cash for sure, and you know, I left a home in Massachusetts that has all the things connected to it. Although, you know, stopped the internet and my electric bill went way, way, way down. You know, I'm not having to heat or cool it. So that's pretty great. But I know a lot of people are a lot more burdened, have got a lot more going on that they've set up and have a lot more responsibilities, more people. And so I'm able to do this. And so I will give of myself in this. And hopefully it will make some appreciable effect and help some people. So, yeah. And anyway, I need to get out of the house. I was not leaving my house for very many reasons. And I kind of found my voice again doing this. I saw the possibility of finding it. Watching the SPTV creators and seeing Pearl Snappy kick ass here in Austin. And I don't know, man. I'm so grateful to each and every one of them because they inspired me to not only work to save other people, but really myself. This is one of the better things that I've done in a long time. And it's because of the inspiring voices here in this movement. And I think it's true for a lot of us. Thank you so much to everybody. I mean, you know, I have differences of opinion with some, but, you know, just the general thrust of the thing and the net effect is positive. I think a lot of the criticisms that I might have for anybody are wrapped up in my huge expectations for what this could be. And also being part of the nonprofit world for a little while and actually seeing some of the practicalities of what this absolutely could be. But yeah, like, you know, watching Laura's videos, her like 30-part story of her life in Scientology and watching Serge's videos on very many subjects. You know you're at a child trafficking cult? Are you aware of that? Are you Are you aware that you are affiliating with a child trafficking ring? Are you? This organization destroys innocent human lives. Children's lives. Children cannot consent to what Scientology does, to auditing. Child auditing is child abuse. Are you aware of child auditing? Are you aware of what this organization does? Counseling sessions, right? Run by minors who hear from grown men, grown sex offenders, admitting their crimes in excruciating and disgusting detail. That is child abuse. You are associating with child abusers. You are associating with a child trafficking ring, a disgusting child trafficking racket. And all you have to say is, my lines are straight. You're no man of God, sir. You are no man of God. If you will willingly associate with people that do this level of harm, with people that destroy children's lives, you're no better than they are. You should know better, sir. But obviously you don't. So I'll advise you, do not be left associating with these people or working for them. This cult is going to go down hard by the federal government, by Maine Justice. And David Miscavige is going to liquidate some of these assets and run off to a country with no extradition treaty to the United States, leaving all of y'all holding the bag. Leave this disgusting child trafficking cult with any amount of what's left with your dignity. Because as it stands right now, your association makes you, by definition, a kind of evil person. Okay? The destruction of innocent human lives is an obvious evil. Obvious! You are assisting in evil deeds, doing evil things. What kind of person do evil deeds make you? It's an evil person, by the way. Evil deeds make an evil person. All right, y'all. That's my 2 cents on that. Oh, I've got a tale. The cult of stolen valor and religious symbols. Absolutely. That guy was wearing a huge silver cross. Like some crazy Baptist or something. I don't know. But, oh, here come another gaggle of child traffickers. How's it going at the child trafficking ring and the fake graduation for the total lack of business you have at your stupid org? You know, children cannot consent to auditing. Not giving it, not receiving it. Child auditing is child abuse. If you have been involved in child auditing, you are a child abuser. Leave this child trafficking cult with what's left of your dignity. Call the SPTV Foundation at 727-266-5797 to get the help you need to leave this disgusting child trafficking ring. child trafficker trying to go out of uniform. You ain't cool, buddy. You ain't cool. You ain't smooth. You ain't hip. You ain't nothing but a child trafficker. That's what you stand for. Oh, yeah, and a bunch of financial crimes, right? So, you know, tax fraud, securities fraud, right? Wire fraud, bank fraud, pretty much all of them. That's what this organization stands for. Any criminal activity to what? Keep Scientology working? Any immoral or illegal act for KSW, right? So you're a fucking gang, is what you are. You're a fucking gang of child traffickers. That's what your legacy is, buddy. That's what you will go down in the books for. When they write the book on Scientology, when this thing is extinguished and it's just about to die, it's on its frickin' knees, your name will go down at this point with those who aided in the destruction of innocent human lives to their own benefit. That will be you. That will be you. That is your legacy right now. It can change, but probably not as you're a laughing, despicable clown. Yeah, KSW, keep Scientology worthless. Christ. Oh, hey guys. Can't seem. I mean, I'm glad for the people that are here, but I can't seem to keep anybody on my channel. I don't know. Any of you guys got some suggestions as how I could do this better? Because I'm hurt here. It's a toughie. So, no. I think some of this is kind of exciting, these interactions. I don't know. Maybe people find it ignoble. I understand that there's some amount of chatter in the wider internet about perhaps my person and my intentions. I don't really care about any of that. So I'm pretty sure about my intentions here. So yeah. Ugh. Man. Carrying a lot of stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, trying to keep the pressure on in the back and the side here, and seemingly that was that run of I don't know, like 10 of them or something. 10 Scientos. So, here's some smokers. What a healthy alternative. This is quite surprising. You know, everybody else out here smokes the cigarettes. You know, what about L. Ron Hubbard saying that it's not, you know, it's not smoking too much that gives you cancer, but not smoking enough, and his mega addiction to cool cigarettes. Have you read that? Well, he believed that. And he teaches that to Scientologists. That's why all these people are out here smoking like crazy. That's why these old dudes are out here smoking like crazy and getting cancer. That's why the OT8s get cancer at an inordinate rate, and they don't get treatment early on and die horrible, horrible deaths. Horrible deaths that are unnecessary.
Hey.
Are you aware of that?
Okay.
Ask your friends. Ask your friends about smoking too much or not enough. Ask them what LRH says about getting cancer from cigarettes. They'll tell you. Yeah, I know. And I do. I get, the validation side of it. And like, I'm trying to do protest here. So some of it's activity and some of it's chalking. It's what I've always done. I've done exactly the same thing. And yeah, I know. Some people look direct into the camera the entire stream. And and have an ongoing conversation with the stream. I can't do it. I can do part of it, but I've been on modded for so long, and so that generates less stuff. Mods will drive engagement and do a lot of that hello stuff, and they'll do a lot of that. And so I've had, again, just terrible mod trouble. I'm still being kind of attacked. So it's made me gun shy about having mods because it's been really, really bad for me. It has not been a positive. It's been a negative. It's been something that's been a drag, and I haven't been able to get somebody that will just administer the channel the way I want. And with 2 mega failures, I'm terribly gun shy. And so that's one thing that would definitely help my channel. I'm just afraid to do it again because I've been burnt twice. And still being the burn continues. This singeing is like a chemical burn that is still going to the next layer and next layer of skin and next layer and next layer. And I'm still experiencing fallout from the first one. And so I don't know. I try to acknowledge people. I know that's what they want. And so all I have is my butt and chalking it up, and maybe the chalk's all right, but they'd rather a time lapse. And the Benny Hill theme, perhaps. Yakety sax, whatever the fuck that's called. So, yeah, and I need to get my guitar back out here. It's just I need to get in touch with this person. And I don't know, maybe some people don't believe, but I'm just gonna buy this next guitar. I've been saying it. I'm just gonna do it over the weekend. I'm just gonna buy a really nice electroacoustic mahogany Ibanez guitar and hope that it suffices. And if it doesn't, I'll buy her another one, and I'll keep that one. So that's what I'll do. Whatever the hit is, I don't care. It would be good for my heart as well to have that element back. It was really healing for me to engage with music out here on the street in any way, and I could kind of throw a bunch of my upset into something creative and get some kind of release from it, like I always do. Music has saved my life, and so I think it's been too long that I've been ignoring that side of what I've been doing to that degree. So there's that too. Yeah. Let it all out. Thank you very much. Thanks, Carrie. I know you definitely have been. A bunch of people have, but dude, a bunch of people that were with me when I was in Boston will barely acknowledge my existence. So I understand, but these people that I'm talking about have a huge amount of influence in this community and have leveraged it to my detriment. So, as they do other people that cross them. So, whether consciously or unconsciously, it's just the way it goes. So, You know, a mod can make or break a channel. And I just been so scared. And just like a bunch of emotional knocks on top of that. So like, you know, I'm not sure what I'm like afraid of anymore. You know, there's so many layers of shit that's happened. You know, like assaults and, you know, threatened, you know, eviscerations and a bunch of, you know, cop stuff and whatever. It all adds up after a time, and you need to find your release. I'm usually in therapy, and I'm not in therapy either. So that's another draw, or drain, I mean. And so, yeah, I need to figure this out because it's not working. It's not working right now. I know nobody likes to come over here because, like, again, I'm not the most social media savvy person, and I don't engage that way. It's just, that's not how I've done it. I mean, I've done other performances, but yeah. Thanks, let it all out. Thank you very much. Wicked. And that's generally what I intend to do. I don't really, like, I don't want to bend to the platform and what the platform wants. Like, yeah, I get a ton of viewers, like, you know, when my life is threatened or when I've been assaulted or, you know, when my life is in danger from the police. Like, that's when everybody shows up, and that's when YouTube directs traffic over here. So, yeah, bleeds leads. Like, that's that definitely goes for this format too, and it's true of any other channel. Like, since I know a lot of these psychological tricks and like how it, I mean, it interferes with the human will. It supersedes it at times and turns people into addicts for content. And like, I don't want to have the most sugarcoating on mine. I don't want you to, you know, just be chasing an oxytocin or serotonin hit. Oh, right. That's right. So, cowards, eh? Well, we'll meet on the field of onion. I'll be back. So it seems like we've got some interested parties in taking a little walk with us. They're going to be going out the side door now. Okay. Whoops. There went the power. All right. Yeah. Okay, so Alberto. I mean, they're trying to juke back and forth, or they're trying to, oh, here we go. Yes, good evening. I understand that you wish not to hear voices critical of your child trafficking cult, and like cowards, you will sink back into your hole. Bye-bye, cowards. Talk to you soon. How are you going to clear the planet if you, like, just exist in this fog of cowardice? How are you going to do anything of consequence? Jesus. Yeah, so lights have come on. They tried both doors. Here comes the side door again. Yes, good evening. I see you're trying to leave this graduation of cowards and cons. Are you aware that child auditing is child abuse? That children cannot consent to auditing? Well, let's just say it plainly then. Children cannot consent to auditing. Auditing is child abuse, whether or not they receive it or they are giving it, right? How the heck can a minor be a counselor to a grown SA convicted person? How, possibly, can they do that work? Children are children. They're not old spirits in a small vessel. That idea breeds child abuse. Child auditing is child abuse, and as such, Scientology is a wholesale child abuse racket. You can leave this cult at any time. You are choosing to stay. You are choosing to be part of a list of people who will go down in history as the suborners, assisters, and perpetrators of child abuse. That is your legacy. That is what you are doing. You are assisting in the destruction of innocent human lives, which is a basic evil, which is an obvious evil. So, if you're suborning and assisting evil or doing evil, evil deeds make what kind of a person? What kind of a person do evil deeds make? Or were you not raised right? It makes you an evil person. Evil deeds. The destruction of innocent human lives, which is what Scientology does. Destroying innocent children's lives. A basic evil. That makes you evil people. You can change. You can leave. It's your choice to be here and to stay. It can be your choice to leave. Leave this disgusting child trafficking cult. If you want help, the SPTV Foundation is here to offer you services and assistance on your exit from this disgusting child trafficking ring. Call them at 727-266-5797. Call the SPTV Foundation at 727-266-5797 and leave this child trafficking ring. Yeah, you know, your back filming is totally fucking impotent and pathetic. Child traffickers. Oh yeah, call the fucking cops. I deal with them twice a night, and they laugh at you. Every time, they laugh at you. You are a drain on public resources to the tune of about $500,000 just for the fake calls you've called while I have been here. The cops and the firefighters hate your guts because of what you do to this community. I've talked to them. Leave this child trafficking cult. You do know Scientology is a disgusting child trafficking cult, right? Or have you completely lost your senses to a child trafficking cult? Yeah. I can't get anybody. Damn it, Pearl. Children cannot consent to auditing. Child auditing is child abuse. If you've been involved in the auditing of a minor or receiving auditing from a minor, you're a child abuser. And as such, Scientology stands as a massive child trafficking racket, a disgusting child trafficking ring. That's what you're doing. That's what you're involved in. And that's how you will go down in history. As an assister, a subordinate, or a direct participant in child abuse. Child auditing is child abuse. Children cannot consent to that. Not medically, not psychologically, not morally, not ethically. You will only be guarded away by the federal government because of your religious status for only so long. That's going away. And all of those protections. You will be left holding the bag when David Miscavige flies the coop with a few $1 billion to a country with no extradition treaty to the United States. Don't be left holding the bag. And if you're a direct participant in these crimes, I would say the federal government, the prosecutors, the first one out gets the better deal, right? If somebody beats you to it on a child trafficking ring, oh dang, then they're gonna go hard on you. I would be the first one out with state's evidence and make a deal if I were you. Don't be left holding the bag for David Miscavige's crimes. Possibly your crimes too. I don't know. Could be yours. Seriously. Like, I'm busting my butt. It's a fair amount of stooping and walking. I'm back losing weight at least. Children cannot consent to auditing. Auditing of children is child abuse. Auditing of children in Scientology is child abuse. Is it not? They cannot consent. Not legally, medically, ethically, or morally. If you're involved in child auditing, you're involved in child abuse. And as such, Scientology is a giant child trafficking ring. Leave this child trafficking cult today. Child auditing in Scientology is child abuse. Children cannot consent to give auditing or to receive it. And as such, Scientology exists as a giant child trafficking racket, which it seems you are now an active participant in. I will not film you or your family. It is disgusting to see what you're doing, but I will not publicize it. You are not a responsible parent for what you are doing to these poor souls. Scientology is a child trafficking ring that will ruin these children's lives, ruin their prospects for jobs in the real world. Yes, I did. Man, yes, I did not see that entire interaction with that older person. Didn't see it. Looks freaking horrible. Yeah, I'm a bit, I mean, just being out here, it just affects me more every time. I can't get away from it. It's just more. Like, I don't know how to clear this out. I'm trying a bunch of different ways, but it's tough. I don't know. I think I have some accumulated super stress from these people. And just like seeing those kids, like just exactly that, seeing those kids come out of the side door like that. Just fucking crazy. Those West Campus ambassadors. Who are getting out and deploying here in the damn alley like a bunch of fools. Here we go again. Here we go again. West Campus. What up? West Campus, are you working for child traffickers now? So you guys are working for a child trafficking ring now?
No, we're just making sure everybody feels safe. That's all.
Feels safe?
Yeah.
The feeling of
That's our
safety?
job to do that.
The feeling of safety.
The feeling
For
of
child
safety.
traffickers.
I'm so sorry.
Congratulations. Congratulations. These people directly destroy innocent human lives, children's lives, and you're going to make them feel better? Shame on you. Shame. Shame on you, West Campus, for showing up here again and parking up and doing the business of a child trafficking ring. Shame on you. Child traffickers. Hey, it's Bo Hunky Midlife Crisis douchebag. How's it going? Remember me from last weekend? You had your like cobalt blue crotch rocket midlife crisis mobile? He remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah. Yeah, wow. West Campus on the scene, gonna protect the child traffickers. Here we go. So they're back. They're back and deployed. Oh, wow, so up the street and down the street, we're just gonna patrol, right? Let's just patrol, right? It's a child abuse ring that you're protecting. They subject children to giving counseling session to adult sex offenders. That's what they do. That's what you're protecting. Disgusting. You're going to take a little bit of money to do that to make child traffickers feel better. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame. Shame on West Campus. Ambassadors, shame. Shame, shame. Shame on West Campus ambassadors. They're not doing their job, right? Now, I think the city wants them around to make the people feel more safe and to be a presence on the street where there are high crime areas, where there's a lot of car break-ins. There's a lot of stuff like that, people being mugged. It's what they're supposed to do. Not protect members of a stupid cult. So, that's what they're doing right now. Thanks, R. Lewis. Good to see you. Lynn! University money being spent on a cult. I'm not sure who's contracting them right now, whether they're getting direct money from Scientology or they've been paid off by Scientology, because it seems like West Campus Ambassadors contract with the city, and so it would be the city council to talk to about that. And I don't know, we got some plans for that. So stay tuned. That's gonna happen. Okay, UT campus cops protecting the cult. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're UT is the thing. As far as I understand, they have the name West Campus Ambassadors, and they're meant to be on the that side of town. That's what Pearl told me, and I think a few other people. I believed as you did. I thought it was. I thought there were campus security as well, and so my first instinct was, talking to administration, giving them a call. But it seems like making a proper presentation to the city council here and letting them know that it seems as though this contracted entity is going outside of the bounds of their contract, and maybe they should review it. Maybe they should figure out something better to do with that money and hire somebody that'll actually do the job, or at least admonish this company to the point where they actually will do the proper job. So, very, very possible. So yeah, that's the hope. And so here, let's see, we're gonna write a little cult. Tibet. Tibet. Om Tibet. Awesome. Om Mani Padme, 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 Om Mani Padme. Bring out your cans! Bring out your cans! I want to be audited. You can audit this person. Bring out your cans for I want to be audited. All are welcome, right? Except squirrels. Squirrels aren't welcome. Oh no. I thought these guys had got the message that they were protecting a child trafficking ring, and they had learned and they had gone away. But no such lesson has been learned. They're back protecting the child traffickers and making them feel better. Making them feel better when they're being subject to a protest. Hey, how's it leaving the child trafficking ring today? You happy about the innocent human lives that you're degrading? You've got your stupid merit badge from a fascist organization? Kids cannot consent, sir. Just let you know. Kids cannot consent to auditing. Child auditing is child abuse, sir. Okay? It's nothing but that. Okay? Kids cannot consent to that kind of activity. Children giving auditing sessions to grown people and counseling them on their various crimes, including sexual assault, is child abuse. The federal government is investigating this. Do not be left holding the bag. If you have been part of these activities, you've been part of child abuse. Leave this disgusting cult. If you want help leaving this disgusting cult, call the SPTV Foundation, who can offer services that may assist you in your transition. 727-266-5797. Again, 727-266-5797. Leave this cult. Jesus. That guy, so we're seeing a lot of new characters and a lot of, thank you, and a lot of new uniforms. A lot of different kinds of hair. Let's see. Gah! With chalk and ideas. So we're seeing a lot of different kinds of people in here, a lot of people being shipped in here from all sorts. And like we got kind of Terry Crews guy. I mean, you know, he's built and he's like got symmetrical features and he's handsome. That's all I mean. You know, and he seems he shines the charm beam on you. Yeah, it's kind of it's a good idea to send him out here. Oh, please. Terry Crews guy is he's a bit of all right in the physical department. He may, with his handsomeness, like put you off your game and throw you off your guard. And I think he was trying to charm me the first conversation that we had when that young man joined me to hear and see the matter. Yeah, he stayed and talked to me for like 20 minutes. And it's just one of the longer Scientologist interactions that I've ever had. It was interesting. It was as if this is his specialty and that's why they brought him here. You know, it seemed like he was way better at whatever the fuck communication is meant to be. As Scientologists say, it's like, it's better than ether as a solvent or something, you know. It's universal. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a little bit of a police interaction here? They're turning around, or are they just turning around? It says University of Texas System Police. Okay, I wonder what that is. Are they getting out? They have their car open, I think. They're just driving, they're slow driving by. Is he gonna look at me? He's not gonna look at me, okay. Because that would be the next escalation, I guess, for the evening, is to bring all those people back. Okay. Let's see what's up. There's somebody going to the back. West Campus. Oh, they're just going to park up there? They're just going to park up there? They're going to observe us from across the street. They're parking up on like a fucking barrier. What the fuck is that? They're going to observe us from there? That guy just crossed the street. He just crossed the street in his freaking car, and he's up on the curb. Oh, let's see, what was that? With stars on theirs. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Man, we're at Austin. We're on the side door of the Austin org, right across the street from the University of Texas at Austin, and that is the Austin campus security. They just pulled off and gave me the slow look, and now they're kind of parked up on the curb, observing. And so I'm going to keep it on them for a second while I watch out for Scientos coming up behind me. Did this freaking dinosaur just threaten you? Did this, like, walking skeleton who would blow away in the wind threaten this woman on the street? Did you just do that? Come on back. Do it again. Do it one more time, mister. Bring it on back. I don't think he wanted to bring it on back. I don't think he wanted any piece of that. Dude, that guy was so about to die in like 50 different ways. I mean, like, can't fill out like one bit of his pant and they're tight fitting. It's just like seemingly blowing around twigs of legs. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. He's almost certainly either like not completely conscious of what he's doing or he's put up to it. As seemingly they're putting more of these street urchins up to this kind of activity. And so they're increasing kind of, you know, the apparent danger of this activity, making it more stressful, and trying to knock us off our game, knock us off the block. Well, I doubt that's going to work on Pearl. It ain't going to work on me. I mean, yeah, it adds some stress, but like, come on, I give myself enough stress. So, that's gross. That guy was gross. Any amount of what he may have intended to do is seemingly everything that he said was gross. I just wanted to show him a line like, yeah, you want to threaten somebody on the street? Okay, let's see if you actually want to do that with some consequences, because it seems like you believe that this particular target that you have for your ire and your condemnation will be without consequences. And so let's see if you have any courage. And in fact, he seemingly didn't have any muscle or sinew either. So, which, I mean, it looks like a very, very poor diet. So, yeah, Jesus Christ, really? I've got Pearl Snappy on my broken tablet, can watch but can't comment. Oh, okay, Warner of Danger, I see, Carrie. Very good, but whoever else is in the stream that has the ability to go back and forth, please let me know if anything's going on. Obviously, like, I heard her voice, and so I picked up my bag and started to move. But, you know, that's about as fast as I could go. I don't know, I could react faster. Maybe we should do walkies, you know, and just have like a beep beep, you know, whatever the sign is, and that would be an easy way. You know, just while it's happening, or even when you think like, here's a return customer who's like really troublesome, and you can see him down the street, and it would be like, oh, get over here, because that would be faster maybe than even a cell text. You wouldn't even have to do it. You could just, like, you know, hit the button twice, beep beep, and or whatever the heck it was, beep beep beep, or beep 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 beep, whatever number of beeps. Yeah. Let's see, she's telling the cop about him right now. Do you ever have conversations with Scientologists? Yeah, I do. ENR. I was just talking about the last conversation that I had at Lincoln with a Scientologist, which was with an African-American fellow here in this org, and seems to be a new addition. He was out on the loading dock in the alley here today, eating oranges. And everybody else out there on the dock, all of these Scientologists, they're out there smoking cigarettes all day. And so I asked him, do you know what L. Ron Hubbard said about smoking cigarettes and about cancer, and that, you know, you don't get cancer from smoking too much cigarettes, you get cancer from smoking too little. So I asked him if he knew anything about that. So he didn't want to talk to me today, but the first time we met, we talked for like 20 minutes. And he basically did a bunch of whataboutism when I raised issues about the cult. and, said the destructive things that they did. He'd say, I never saw this, but did you consider, like, all of these things and all of these things? And I said, well, that doesn't address my concerns or anything that I actually said. You're just trying to deflect and move on to another subject. And it basically went around in a circle like that for about 20 minutes. And, I've had other ones, one's in Chicago, one's in Denver, was basically words of abuse directed at me in Denver from somebody that I called after a time Rutger Hauer, because he kind of looked like Rutger Hauer. And oh my God, like, can you stop? So serious. So, bunch of interactions, some almost police, not much, kind of light for a Friday. So, not all that. So we used to get, at least by now, we'd have a police interaction. So I'll just be in the back then. I can't believe, like, you don't know what this concept is. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks, Carrie. So they're checking the side. So they saw me here. Nobody came out. They're going to try to juke. Right. So, I don't know. Now they can try at the front as well. So, this is going to be tough. Because this guy's sitting at the corner, basically, seeing where we're at, trying to call the play, and letting people know when they can be out. So, sorry guys. Whoops, I didn't see that. Fucking goddamn it. All right. Running away? Are we running away? Okay, we can play this. There was just somebody on the back. So they're going to try whatever. They're going back and forth between the two different doors. Pretty much no foot traffic anymore. So yeah. Thanks, ENR. Yeah, I saw that. Thanks, Lynn. Thank you. Wicked. Ugh. So, let's see. What time is it? Right. Okay. So, there should be another wave any minute. Pretty much. And like, while Pearl's across the street, I don't know why she's across the street. Is she afraid of somebody that's over here? Or like, what's the deal? No. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, she's across the street waiting for the police. So, I mean, this guy threatened her. So, it's a definite talk with the cops. That guy, I mean, who knows what he could have pulled out. Could have been, he looked crazy enough. It definitely could have been seriously dangerous. Let's see. Well, the cops were there and they told her to stay there while they looked for the guy. Oh, thanks, Lynn. Wicked. She told them she was there to wait them to press charges. I see. If they could actually find the guy. Wicked. Right on. Well, he shouldn't be able to go very far. He was very slow moving. He didn't seem like he had the sense to get out of sight. So they should be able to grab out that guy. Easy breezy. Good evening. So, yeah, I very much hope they're able to, because, the guy seemed mentally ill. He seemed like a drug addict. But those kinds of threats, I'm not sure exactly what he threatened her with. Some kind of bodily harm, I'm guessing. Like a lot of these dudes, they see somebody that they think that they can scare right off the bat. They'll have some amount of agency, some amount of, authority over somebody that they generally don't, and or they were put up to it by Scientology. So, which I'm keen on believing. Yeah, he seemed like he might have been. And so, I just tried to bulldog my way into the situation a little bit and give him the vocal equivalent of like, some kind of bouncing thing. So, okay, here come campus police coming back. So it wasn't even, it's not APD. It's campus cops. So campus cops are approaching or like making the circle around. I guess they're going to talk to Pearl right now. Okay. He said, I'll come back and kill you. Yeah. Got to arrest the guy. That's way over the line. That's way over the motherfucking line. And I felt it was something like that. I could hear something in Pearl's voice that made me think it wasn't your run-of-the-mill, oh, I don't know. But like, that's a serious legal line that he crossed. Well, I mean, he was already walking off, I think, honestly, Pearl started him walking off. I felt like I was a little slow-footed on that one. But I was like, I don't know, y'all are probably aware it's force of nature here, and, probably can't be, like, scared off the block by some chump that easy. Good evening. So, ooh, yeah. So, tough as nails. So yeah, I just that's an assist at most. No, yeah. No, that was an assist. I just, and that's what I'm trying to do. Because I don't want it to seem like it's easy, because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be something that, like, even say if they are being paid by Scientology, these people on the street, I want them to know that it's not just an easy prospect to pick up $50. Like, you're gonna have to deal with, some person and perhaps the police. So it's not worth it, right? I mean, if you're hard up enough, like, yeah, you're gonna do whatever the $50 is, whatever the risk is. So, not gonna stop some people, but at least have any level of deterrent. Just all I can do is offer my voice. Because, well, I mean, if it came to the point where, I need to physically defend somebody, I absolutely would. I would take somebody down. If they were actually harming Pearl or anybody else on the street that's out here with us, or any other innocent people. But almost always it doesn't have to come to that. Almost always, people just puff their chest, make a move, maybe like, some minor shoving or, some grabbing or something. Most people don't want it to go any further than that because they're not prepared to have it go any further than that. So, like, the people that you have to worry about generally won't ever say anything to you. They won't ever say anything to you. And before you know it, you're going to be, like, I don't know, without the use of one of your limbs, or not able to breathe, or knocked out or something. So generally the people who squawk a whole heck of a lot are, like, pretty much the least dangerous. But there are exceptions to that, of course. So you need to read what the room is. Just as a matter of my profession, the kind of rough and tumble world of rock and roll, being out there and dealing with all sorts in the middle of the night in a strange country, you get kind of a good sampling, I think. I think a lot of rockers do. So, good evening. Hope you're well. Okay. Good deal. So, I like the duo dynamic. No, absolutely. Like, the working off, like the kind of trying to corner them, trying to play their stupid structure off of each other. That's somebody in a Dianetics shirt, I think. Are they coming in here to do? It's a little late for the Dianetics people. I don't know if they've been called in for some reason. Like, if West Campus is bugged out, because, I mean, they showed up and they walked that one person and then they bugged out again. So I'm not sure if I believe anything that they were saying about what it is that they're doing or their intentions. I mean, West Campus. They seem a little dumb. Wow, I'm getting the whole message out here. I wonder if they're trying to go the long way out the back. Right on the lenses. So yeah, sorry y'all. I'm bent out of the way. Yeah, here we go. It's a child trafficking cult as usual. Per usual. It's what we usually do. Kind of, it's getting more and more flowery.
Did you make these?
Yes, I did.
The one that's in front of there is, it has a bad thing, but it's so cute. Like, you put work into that. I think that's
Yeah, trying to get people's attention
and
because
they do.
because they well, this organization is doing some real appreciable harm to innocent people, and so I'm trying as much as possible to get people to realize the real clear and present danger that this organization presents to, say, just like the students at UT.
Right, 'cause I'm a student.
Yeah, indeed. To young impressionable minds, or like people that are having a bad semester, they're lost, maybe they lost a bunch of friends. You know, these people will give you all the answers. They'll say, oh, whatever's broken with you, we can fix, we can get you those friends, we can teach you how to communicate. We can, and while they're doing that, they'll sell you a book, they'll sell you a course, and they won't stop selling you those things. And if you become kind of dependent upon them for this validation, they'll do it for the rest of your life. And that's how these people who are working in here end up. They're working, so these staff members, so 70 to 100 hours a week for $47 a week.
What do you mean $47 a week?
I mean slave
I wouldn't
wages.
do that for $47 an hour.
Correct. Like slave wages, they get their courses for free, and that's it. But basically, they work full time for Scientology, and they get next to nothing.
That's crazy.
And they're not very healthy. They don't take care of the people in here, and so.
Well, you have a great day.
You too. Thanks for your time and attention.
Why are you saying that like I'm not?
That was a good interaction. Another concerned citizen. Definitely want all of that. So. This is what we're trying to do. This is part of what the chalk is effective at, is by getting people's attention and starting a conversation where we can say that. And cumulatively, we can inoculate some percentage of this community against Scientology, and hopefully they will tell their friends what all of this is. And that is a real evil that means to destroy lives and just take your ding darn money and all of your time, your whole ding darn life. If you let them, and your families, you know, they'll take the kids that, you know, you freaking bring into this place, they'll take their whole lives. So, you know, if you end up doing that, you'll not only be a cult member, but you'll be a child trafficker. So they're encouraging, you know, parents to engage in child trafficking and, you know, turn maybe otherwise like good parents into criminals. And so into criminals against their own kids. And a lot of them, maybe they don't know exactly how destructive it is, and you know, they think they're doing the greatest good, or they've been convinced of that. But it's no excuse. Ignorance of the law, ignorance of these great evils, you know, the evils that you may do to your kids, that any of us may do on that level, is not an excuse. I mean, we can explain certain things by our lack of awareness of things, you know, through ignorance, and those things can be trained, but you know, the real harm cannot just be forgotten or excused. It cannot just, it can't. Well, I mean, you can pretend, certainly, but in fact and in reality, it will not go away. Those kids' lives will still be destroyed. Like, no matter what, like you've convinced yourself of, or at least, you know, maybe not in whole, but in part, you know, however much it did in fact happen. And I think the people of conscience who have engaged in that kind of activity and who have left, the ones that have exposed each and every part of every bit of their involvement in that are doing the freaking good work, right? That's dangerous. That's dangerous for your own, you know, for your own rep, for like, you know, your family relations, for everything else. It's a real risk, and it's actually what is, I think, necessary for people who brought kids into this place, is to just be as full-throated, absolutely, as about their involvement, about what coerced them into doing this really terrible thing to their family, and what they're doing to make it right, as a way of, like, you know, well, coming clean, you know, for their own soul, whatever you want to call it, for their conscience. And it's the most instructive thing, I think, for all of us. It's the only way we're going to learn, is to hear these tougher stories is, it's how us never-ends know any of this stuff is by, people who are inside, giving over besides their own individual research into what's on paper. And that's not, terribly elucidating as far as the kind of inner psychological workings. You can understand the orders, the structure, like what the propaganda is, what worked some of these people over ideologically, but it's really the individual human choices in the face of their individual circumstances that I'm interested in. And I think that those, like SPTV, like the survivors of SPTV, telling their individual and, free-willing freaking stories in their own voices would be the most instructive if we heard that from the parents. I guess that was kind of a rant. But I think most people can be in some way redeemed if they actually do the work. There are things to be done. Like, just about everything is impermanent. So I'm not sure what it would take for each individual. But, the possibility, not that they are in fact going to redeem themselves, absolutely not. That potential exists, and that's what makes it kind of tragic when people do not do these things. When they fail to do them, or they eschew them directly as like a way of protecting their ego, that becomes a little desperate and obvious and looks exactly like what it is. Like an overused defense mechanism rearing its ugly head. Like something you weren't able to clear from your childhood or something. I've got plenty of those, so speaking from experience, I've got a lot of like, oh my God, I'm afraid, and I'm going to act this way because I'm afraid, and I'm going to tell myself that it's not because I'm afraid, but because reasons. I've got reasons, So, pot calling the kettle a kettle, and I'm a pot, I guess. All that stuff. Oh, thanks. Let's see. You're a great communicator, selfless, and protector of. I will protect Pearl, and I will protect anybody else out here. Anybody that wants to take this risk, wants to do this work, like those of us that can have some kind of a physical presence, that can be defenders, I think we're valuable for what it is that we do. And there's a few people out there that are willing to do it. And they're not all male, and they're not all 6 feet tall. Like I've just got this meat that I'm fucking dragging around all through this world as a kind of warning sign. And it cuts both ways. People are like unduly afraid of me, in different ways, just because of my stature and by sight, and that also works to my benefit when I actually do need to put the fear of God into people who are trying to harm my brethren and my sisters and my however it is that you are going to identify. I love you. So it's really, I don't know, if you can't see that there are like at least 750 million ways to skin a cat, I think you're not thinking. So I think you need to think again. And like, just because you haven't thought of it doesn't mean that it's not actually operating. Or because it's new and scary to you, it doesn't mean that you need to attack the communicators. I think this happens a lot in the LGBTQ community. A lot of people are nervous about all this newness. They're like, we just accepted gay people. What do you want? All this stuff I have to learn? What, they're human beings too? Oh, geez. Ridiculous, really. Next to what it is and next to what it will be in history, they'll just, seem like, the babyish kind of, well, will be seen for exactly what it is, just like growing pains. I'm overwhelmed, wah! Pretty much. So, and there's an odd amount of it still around, and I think in every community there's an odd amount of that. It's going to take some time for people to recognize more of that humanity. And it's a wider picture than people expected, and like people don't like to be surprised in that way, I don't think. If there was a Scientology building in North Carolina, I would be there. Oh yeah, right on. North Kakalaki, eh? Yeah, where would they put one? Where would they put one in North? I don't know. Like somewhere in the Foggy? Like, I mean, you know, they put it in Austin in Texas, and they have one of the, you know, kind of more crazy orgs, and maybe they're going for like the artists and stuff. But that makes me think Asheville, which would just be if they could go for a bunch of the seekers, people that like fall out of one or other of the hippie communes in Asheville, and they'll just like catch them, like shoestring catch. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, but I don't know of their existence there. I hope they're not there. But, because I kind of dig that area. There's a lot of good live music, just like Austin, you know, kind of a hippie-ish an artist bastion in an otherwise pretty red state. And, you know, it's like you're driving throughout a lot of that state and you get into Asheville as a touring musician and you're like, oh God, oh thank God. Same thing in Texas, like coming out of these like, you know, crossroads towns, these sundown towns, Jesus, driving through those in the middle of the night, scary as hell. Yeah, once I got into like Austin proper, I was like, oh my, thank you so much. Because the last time I did it, the last hour of my drive from Los Angeles to Austin, when I was coming back here after my first trip to LA, I was stopped. I was pulled over for supposedly speeding. He didn't cite me. He gave me a written warning. He didn't say what the speed was. Pearl said he thought this guy was just lonely or bored. and I tend to agree. I think that's correct. I think it's correct. So I like both of those ideas very much. There's some lightning coming up here. There's gonna be some weather a little bit. Oh my God, it is a house of dark. You see the purple mountain's majesty of cloud, and I think if I just keep this, we'll see an electrical discharge in a minute, and then I can show you the next bit of my chalk. That's kind of a dramatic shot. I like the kind of symmetry of it. Wow. And the very dark blue and this kind of very cold electrical light on the side is a lot of contrast. All right. Yeah, what am I doing? Where am I going? Hoomy gooby. All right. Yeah, y'all. Let's see. That's why my son is in Austin. Right. Yeah, he ended up doing lighting for all the clubs. Awesome. Yeah, I'm a stage technician myself. Sweet. So if he's doing lighting for the clubs, he must be actually like very good, and probably good on the modern digital boards. You know, all the effects and macros and making the lights go like this and go through their different gobos and then do the color wheel at the same time and have those all on faders. You know, that's usually the club work. Yeah, I haven't done lights in a club. I've done lights, you know, for plays and stuff, but I do sound for clubs. I would do that again. It's not a bad gig. It's kind of it's a nice working day. It's usually pretty cool people. Sometimes it's really stressful, you know, sometimes, you know, production environment, you know, you get a stressy day or whatnot, or like you're behind the ball or maybe not very nice people or something, but I mean, it's a whole hell of a lot than a lot of other work that I've done. And interesting, and being part of people's very high quality and accurate catharsis. I think it's a public service, and generally people pay for it because it certainly is to clear your soul. So whether it is a dance club or doing live theater or any of the performing arts or hanging a show in a gallery or whatever it is that you're doing to widen people's eyes and make them go, oh, the world isn't just all stress and awfulness. Look at this great beauty. Look at, this this selfless human endeavor here for just all of our eyes and our minds. So, which is generally what the arts are. It's, there's some people making money in the arts, and generally, it's at a lot of self-sacrifice. And in the United States, it's being rewarded maybe the least in my lifetime, and maybe in a century, I would say. Just culturally and financially, not being rewarded as much. It's harder for everybody. And a canary in the coal mine would be the arts. They're not seen as essential. People will eschew those first before, they cut back on their fuel or their bread or, a bunch of other things. So, it's been harder and harder and harder to make a living in the arts as I've gone forward in living. So yes, he's on tour. Ah, sweet, right? Sweet, awesome. That sounds like a good tour. Oh yeah, right on. So, yeah, bus tours are something else. So he's able to do the club and the bus thing. That's a versatile player. That's what I like to see. It's awesome. Because a lot of people romanticize, like a rock tour or whatever. Living on a bus can be very, very hard. It's not for everybody. Some people really crack up on tour. Either, overstress, bad food, wrong sleep schedule will make you sick. Get a big head about you first off, and you get into some nasty business, that's the overstress, overwork thing is generally what people run into on their first few tours. Is they don't know how much to give of themselves, and they'll overdo something, and it's just there's a learning curve. Oh, hello. Oh, there's almost somebody that came out of the door. Yeah, very, very stressful, and like living in a hallway with a dozen other people and doing a 12-hour production day, usually every day at least. That's kind of that's why I'm somewhat resilient on the street out here, is because that's the kind of working day I'm used to. Rolling up on some club at in between 1 and 3 in the afternoon and working until 1 or 3 at night, and then driving to some place and trying to sleep for a little while and then doing it again. And sometimes 8 times in a row without a day off. That's generally, I did one tour where we had 14 days in a row without a break. That made me sick, I think. That made us all sick. I was just nuts. Some people go a lot longer. I don't recommend it. If you have A-tier tour support, if everybody's taking care of you and you're getting really good food and really good rest, and maybe you're flying from gig to gig and the gear's going in the bus, as a player, you could survive a bit better. But those accommodations usually filter down, not as fast, but sometimes filter down to the rest of the help, and sometimes not. So yeah, what I heard from numerous people that have worked with Jimmy Buffett is that it's like him in his own kind of world with his own accommodations and his own bus and his own plane, and then the whole rest of the band with way lowered everything, and then the crew at an even lower level of existence. And the guy's like a billionaire, and usually people that have that amount of money, they didn't get it by being nice. So for the most part, So I guess Jimmy tour, Parrot Head tours is a tough gig. He's also meant to be not the most agreeable sort of person. Yeah, us techs and musicians, it's like I don't know, any kind of circle where people talk a lot. That's also us. So we have quite a lull. Let's see. I haven't seen one vested person. I saw somebody open a door over here. I think they're just checking. And sun's almost completely down. We are now surrounded by this cloud. I just saw an electrical discharge directly overhead. Course rooms are lit. But there ain't nobody in there. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Sorry, Scientology. I fibbed. There is this guy. I see one person on course. This poor individual here. Oh, no, it's a whole class. It's a whole ding-darn class of them. All right, so let's try to center it up. And so there's like 3 people at that table. I guess they're doing study because it doesn't look, it looks like they're doing study. And there's a woman in a Dianetic shirt at the bottom center, in between the 2 panes of glass that you can see. The person in a Dianetic shirt, hard to see. And then there are 2 people on the other side of the table. And that's, wow, good electrical discharge. It should be raining pretty soon. But that's the most active classroom all in one place that I've seen in a little while around here. Because for the back classrooms, there's nobody. For the front corner one, there's nobody. And I think maybe they tried to put a little clutch of them near this window to perhaps demonstrate to anybody out on the street this is not a derelict building. When in fact it almost completely is. Besides staff. Besides the people that are kind of forced to be here. Because they have you by their family, so. Or your finances and oh yeah, no, it's okay. See, you know, the chalk for the time, it does its job. However long it's down, however many people walk by and go, it's a child trafficking cult. What do you mean? Maybe they're going to look that up online. See lightning on Pearl Snappy. Not directly on Pearl Snappy, I hope, guys. I mean, so there was another one over there. There's another one. I don't know if you can see these, but it's kind of, the whole sky is kind of, you're bumping it onto full. Bump onto full. Bump onto full. Yeah, it's all, you see, yeah, I can see it now. It's rippling and shippling. So I'm thinking these are the like reflections of a lightning strike that are kind of behind this building. We see lightning on Pearl Snappy, yeah. Just hopefully, again, not directly on her. Oh, hello there. You do understand that child auditing is child abuse, right? Have you received auditing from a minor? Have you overseen any such? Kids cannot consent. And as such, Scientology is a wholesale child trafficking operation. And that's what you are working for. That's your legacy. That's your life's work. Child trafficking. That's what you have. That's what you'll go down in history for. And that will be your reputation unless you leave. Unless you choose to leave. You too, sir. You're fixing door frames with a rubber mallet? today? I've seen your expertise with that. I was just wondering if we could get another demonstration. You think he could fix the front door? You think he could fix it in a week? No? Because you've had months and it's still broken. And it's seemingly you're the maintenance manager. So that would make you incompetent, right? Like, how much is this building losing on heating and cooling because your front door doesn't work properly? How many hundreds of dollars? I would say it would be significant in the Texas heat. Would you not say that? Well, you know, maybe you should avail yourself of like a local technical college's course on custodial work or basic building maintenance, because it seems that your skills need some help. As the son of a developer who's worked construction, I could say your skills are laughable, sir. In the extreme. And we've had a wonderful time laughing at them, I have to say. So, have you managed a building of any other size than this? Or is this it? Is this like, this is Shangri-La of maintenance, right? For you? Is this your swan song? No? You work for a child trafficking cult. And he works for a child trafficking cult. He does. He wants to talk so bad you won't. No. He wants to. Eric? Eric's in here? Eric! Dude, very proud of your chalking in 95 degrees, right? Far more brutal than most people realize. You're the champion and extremely valuable. Thank you for all you do. Eric, right back at you, man. You're an inspiration to us all. And your nature walks, your breakdowns of the tech, like, they're a breath of fresh air. Getting up into the hills. I'm looking forward to getting back to LA and seeing some more of that, seeing it directly and maybe seeing it with friends. And I hope to join you on one of these nature walks. And hey, dude, if you're still on here, like, or I don't know. I don't think it will do any harm to say. I very much would like to start this this weekly talk that we've been talking about a few times. If you want to do a day, I mean, I thought, you know, we kind of penciled in Thursdays, and I'm totally down. You know, I just had a bunch of stuff happen to me, and I'm just kind of picking up my head from a bunch of stuff that was going on since LA. And I realized, oh my God, we got to do this thing. We got to do this thing because it would be the bee's knees. I'd love to talk to you on the regular and just, you know, have an excuse to be in more regular contact with you, dude. So let me know, or I'll be in more direct and different kinds of contact on that level. And it's just, it's not been for lack of interest. It's kind of just been, I've been gagging on life a little bit. It's been a lot. And I'm not too great at processing all this stuff at once without a whole lot of help. And so I think without a whole lot of help, I just relied on, well, no, I have had help. Geez, not to say I haven't, because I really have. People, you know, this community and especially Pearl has shepherded me through kind of, so a couple dark days. But starting to shake a better tail feather right now. And I look very much forward to doing more and being kind of brighter and shinier around the place. But again, Eric, damn, you're a freaking inspiration. Absolutely. I'm so proud of what you've done in total from the day that we met and every step that you've made going forward. The way that you hold yourself up, the way that you're like a voice of calm and reason and of unity and positivity in this movement. You know, not like, you know, you ain't no shrinking violet either. It's not just all peace, love, and light. I mean, you're also, you know, an awesome freaking metal dude and all this other stuff. or at least fan. So yeah, like a great rounded kind of thing you got going on, which I very much appreciate. But damn, no, the positivity and trying to keep parts of this together, and trying to talk about the painful divisions that are going on right now, and maybe how unnecessary they are. I've appreciated your talks on that. Set me right a couple times when I was feeling meaner than I needed to be. Yeah. About things that just don't matter that much. Making mountains out of molehills. But, when I'm upset, I catastrophize, and like a lot of people, and blow stuff up into stuff that it ain't. And I don't know, I found your talks to be really grounding for that. I really liked your drive out of Laurel Canyon onto the boulevard. I thought that was classic. Like, if somebody coming to LA for the first time kind of drive, and really showing them the town, perfection. So dude, let it all out, $20. Oh wow. Whoa, that super sticker is crazy. Let it all out. You're amazing. I'm amazing. All right. Yeah. Seriously. Right off the bat, like some of the best. And I'd say it to anybody, one of the more valuable things that have happened to me this whole ding darn trip. And it's on me that I haven't celebrated it more and been in more regular contact. I would say you'll find that I'm pretty socially inept in some ways, and need a whole lot of prodding. And I end up insulting people because I'm very bad at reaching out, because my default mentality about what people, like people wanting to be around me, is they don't want to hear from me. I'm terrible. Very hard on myself, and have not super great self-esteem. And so I end up not communicating with especially people that like I find extremely interesting, because I don't want to screw it up. And like I end up screwing it up by not wanting to screw it up. So that's my thing. It ain't great. I'm trying to be a little more open. At least expressing it, putting it out in front of myself, so it's not just operating on me. Some level of analysis. Okay. So let's see what's going on the side. You guys are great. That was very generous, everybody. Well, specifically, freaking YouTube people are greater. Dude. What a solid dude. Like, stepping up the way you have, let's see. Yeah, now, and how to get LAPD up to 4th and 5th floor Celebrity Center. No, absolutely. Well, so, yeah, certainly. I mean, if you're talking about the fire code violations, that would be the fire department and shaming the fire marshal into doing a pop inspection and offering any amount of evidence that would lead him to, oh shit. It sounds like they're going past. They're not slowing down. Ugh. Yeah, they're going past. So, just want to make sure. Ugh. Wow, that was something. How are the cops? Or the campus security? Yeah, right? Did they find the guy?
No, but they're gonna reach out to, there's a detective. He's gonna email me for my footage, because I have the whole thing on tape.
Right.
And then the funniest thing that he said to me, and I kept a straight face, the whole thing was, and we'll ask for the cameras in front of Scientology. I was like, oh, okay, go, yep.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So, but yeah, he was super cool. He took down all the information. He took it seriously, and there will be a detective.
Fantastic. Because
He said
yeah,
it
like
multiple times.
the level of that threat that necessitates it, and like
He said
whatever.
it multiple times, and I asked him. I said, "I'm sorry, are you threatening me?" And he said, "Yes, I'm going to come back here and kill you." And
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh."
whatever level of addiction or mental illness, don't matter. You need to be taken off the street for some amount of time if you're gonna issue terroristic death threats to individuals.
Blake says, "Have a great night. He loves you."
Aww,
Night, Blake.
that's nice. Yeah, so I feel like I came a little bit late, but bounced him like as he was reaching the corner or something.
It's all
But
good.
hopefully a deterrent. But yeah, heard you yelling and made a run. So how long was he here?
He was on this bench for like over an hour
Jesus. So, but
and never said a word.
right, and then just how
All
did
of
it
a sudden-
start then?
So somebody walked out. I didn't even swear. I just called him child trafficker.
Right.
I didn't even swear.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You're a fucking disgusting fucking pig, bitch. You're a fucking disgusting pig. I've never fucking met anybody as fucking disgusting as you." And I was like, "Whoa." I was like, "Get it all out, buddy." You know, I just did the DOA line. Like, "Get it all out."
Yeah.
And then he kept talking, and I was over talking to him. And then he was just like, "Well, you're not gonna let me finish?" And I'm like, "No, bro, I'm not gonna let you finish fucking insulting me." And he's just like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." I was like, "I'm sorry, what now?"
Yeah, right.
And then he repeated it 3 times.
That'll be it. That's it. That's definitely where whatever sympathy I may have for the unhoused or the drug addicted or the mentally ill goes to self-preservation and public safety.
Yeah.
Quite overridden at that point. Dang. I mean, did you think he was like? Did he make any motion towards you?
I mean, yes, there were a couple times where he like stopped and like was about to step forward to me, and then he just kind of like stumbled off. But like, I don't know, maybe he's going to get some meth to like fuel his ability to come back here and like stab me in the face. I don't know.
I mean, he'd need a lot because that person seemed crippled. Crippled. They're one of the thinnest people that I've seen in Austin.
He's drunk.
Skeletal. But
But
like,
he could have a gun.
yeah,
I mean,
he
he
could.
probably would have sold it for some shit by
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you never know.
I mean, because like of how bony he was, it would have to be like a Derringer, because anything would like make
That's
the
probably why he
hugest
had to go home
profile.
and get it.
Yeah, yeah, right. No, all of it's dangerous. All of it's dangerous. I'm just saying, it seemed like a strong wind could have blown the guy away, and it would have hurt his bones very much if it blew very hard. What, that's what I hear from people that get that hard up, is that the wind hurts. So, no, it looked like a dangerous guy.
Yeah,
Looked like a snake of the street.
I didn't like it.
No, I wouldn't like it either. I don't think people that work the lockdown ward like it, So,
So the storm is a coming from what I hear.
well, frickin' way to stand up to all of that. That's part of the hardest part of this work, really. It's like taking these knocks and taking these threats in stride.
Yep.
So, holy Moses. Well, maybe.
He must have been real, I know. How long do you want to stay out here?
What time is it?
9.
A little bit. Like we're gonna get the next little run here, I guess, if they haven't already done it.
Okay. I just don't like the light.
You know what?
I don't like lightning.
Oh, indeed. I mean, it's gonna hit the town. But
The storm is weekend, but you should get rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. I agree.
yeah, ocean Nikes. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I see what you mean. It might be time to wrap it up. I'm gonna do a little sweep, see what's going on, and we'll reconvene. Oh no. Called on account of rain? Oh no. But it's I mean, the air is right for like pretty strong electrical discharges of a dramatic fashion, and we've seen some. The thing is, the ones that we've seen are so far away that you can't hear them. right? There's been almost no thunder. And so these have been reflections through the clouds from like 20, 30 miles away. Rain tag. Yes. Renee B, thank you very much. Yeah, Carrie, FYI, I think we might be doing that, but we'll see. It's I don't know. I don't want to give him the satisfaction. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Something. I mean, I got my child trafficking cult in. We've got some drops. But generally, starting in about an hour is when, yeah, right? watch them do cloud seeding. Yeah, they very well may. I mean, they are desperate. And who knows, they may have a secret air force. The wind is starting to blow. The drops they're starting to become more consistent. We may have to wrap it up. So, yeah. Email me and have a safe night. Give my love to Pearl. Will do, Eric. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. Thanks. It's great to see you in here. Very encouraging, and I look forward to some further and awesomer communication. All right. Whoa, that one was great. Hey, Selfless, gonna catch your stream. Thanks, Jafar. That's is that a cute Jafar? Yeah, Jay, way out there, far out, Jay. Ooh. Yeah. So, let's see. 1 second, y'all. Get pretty raw here pretty quick. We'll see what we can do. But I think we're going to be heading out. See, Renee B, am I joining Texas? We need more people like you. Liz Ferris, great to see you. Thank you. Definitely. I accept the love. I accept the show. I appreciate the love. Love returned. Thank you very much, Liz. I've got a way to happiness right here. This is the golden road to happiness. I'm going to float away into it. Yeah, thanks for that. Your lives have been amazing. I saw, I'm just going to say, I saw a dramatic change in you since you returned from Texas for the better. Like your face lightening up in a way that I haven't seen in quite some time. And you just speak with more confidence and strength. I love seeing this. So, Liz Ferris, go check. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. One of the best of us out there. Second gen extraordinaire. Come back to LA. I very much intend to very soon. And maybe for a longer trip, for a longer sojourn. Yes, absolutely. Yes, wonderful. Yeah. Laughs me. Thank you. Thank you for everything all the time. This has been a pretty good short outing for graduation. Definitely had a bunch of interactions with the public. Most of the major players, although their parking lot up there is chock-a-block full right now. It seems to me that they're hiding a whole lot of people in here after graduation, but I could be wrong. But the weather is going to dictate otherwise. I see people breaking out their umbrellas now, and as the rain is coming down, wow, I just fucking killed a mosquito in my hand. Let it all out. Thank you very much. And as always, y'all, thank you for supporting this and all the other freaking channels. Okay. Is it time to teach selfless self how to COBOL? All right. Perhaps it is. Yeah. You mean the language? Excellent. Great to see you. Windy City Thetan Watch. Blah 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 blah. Zal Storm. Good to see you too. Are you gelling? Oh wow. Room raid. Room raid from whom? Oh, that must be Pearl's room. Okay. Hello everybody. So yeah, I guess now there be one, and oh, fat drops are starting to happen. Fat drops. So I guess you already said goodbye to all these people. You sent them over here. Okay. They all came over here, and now they can say a mutual later Slater. I don't know. Yeah, right. I would like to gleam the cube one time or another. You know what I mean? And pump up the volume, if at all possible. Any of you 80s Slater fans, he was a teenage heartthrob at one point before he became like a kind of creepy Jack Nicholson knockoff. Oh, love and hugs, wonderful. Yes, Eric's coming through, saying hello. Oh yeah. Oop, there's the lightning. Did oop. Okay, so hey Selfless, watch you on my work account simultaneously with Pro. Yeah, awesome. Original and fantastic. I mean, that's what I would do at work too. But I guess this is what I am. I am at work.
This is work.
Yeah, something. Everybody work. Let's see. Run away before the bugs start crawling out. Well, we could interview them.
They won't come out with this ring.
Yeah.
They'll wait till it's over.
That's right. Don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world walks in, they come to put a wall between us. Time for adult beverages indeed. All sorts of things. It is Friday night and all around. This is how we do it. So thank you to everybody in Pearl's chat for watching her back and keeping her safe. Kind of a dangerous day. Kind of a serious threat. Martha, great to see you. Wow. Been a long time. So, yeah, good to see all, Whoa, Jody Spumoti. Good to see you too. Thank you very much. Original Land. And like I was saying before I left the corner, it's usually my send-off is my heartfelt appreciation for your support of this and every other channel. Because, this movement would not be possible without all of you doing what you do. It's absolutely what it is. So, y'all rock. Original Land, Night Pearl, I Eat Candy, yeah. Valuable work. Oh, wow. So, that would be like, for me, it would be the original Millennium Falcon that I had. And maybe the AT-AT Walker. I obsessed over those things in my single digits and then kind of forgot about them. So, again, thanks. Thanks for keeping hope alive out here in the streets, on these Sciento streets.
In these streets.
That's right. And looking forward to the next time. Be well. Be good to each other. Peace.
Bye.